our My Year series, the year 2025 will go down as one full of agony for the communities living in Transmara South and West in Narok County. It has been a war zone, and our very own Chrispine Otieno spent the year on the front lines. Here is My Year with Chrispine Otieno.
Angata Barikoi in Transmara South, Narok County is one of the areas which have been hitting headlines for the wrong reasons in 2025. The Ministry of Interior has currently gazetted the zone as one of the disturbed areas in the country. And earlier on in the year, we encountered a first-hand experience of how volatile the area is looking like. Take a look of what we encountered in April.
Where? Why are you killing people? Why are you killing people?
They demanded the immediate transfer of Area Deputy County Commissioner Abdi Hakim Jubat for failing to protect them.
Angata residents demand full protection of human rights by upholding the Constitution of Kenya 2010.
It was on 28th April 2025. I received a call, and it was a disturbing call from a villager in Angata, Barikoy in Transmara South. As a journalist who has been covering the area, I've developed a rapport with common Mwananchi. At around 6 a.m., I received this disturbing call telling me to start the journey from Kisii town center to Angata. My source then tells me to make sure I'm in rubber shoes and headgear because all indications showed that the day was not as usual day in the volatile center within Angata, Barikoy. I then decided to inform our assignment editor, Kimei, to just be on standby in case things go south. I get cleared and we be the first crew to arrive at the scene. The skirmishes erupted following a long-standing land tussle, about 6,000 acres.
Watoto wetu wanauliwa kama makuku. Siku gani tutaweza somesha watoto wetu? Tupate wa askari, tupate mwalimu, tupate nani? Wameuliwa hapa ng'ambo.
Government officials were set to visit the area for demarcation and subsequent eviction of alleged land encroachers, something which did not sit well with locals. I was then given a green light to proceed to Angata. At this time, it was around 8:30 a.m. I then started a 108-kilometer drive from Kisii to Angata. In case you are not aware, Angata Barikoi is strategically placed bordering Tanzania, Bigori's Gwitembe area in Kuria East. It also borders Syria's Maasai community, and Angata is mostly inhabited by the Kipsigis communities. We drove to Oldonyarok, few kilometers past Lolgorian. Here, I also received yet another call from a colleague, Stephen Leto, asking me whether I've heard about the security situation. I told him I was actually about to get to Angata Center. As I proceeded toward Angata, the presence of barricades along the road was clear signal that all were not well. Upon snaking through the volatile area, this is what we encountered.
Why are you killing people? Why are you killing people?
We witnessed firsthand how 5 youth were gunned down and their lifeless bodies taken to Angata Health Center. Locals were up in arms, engaging with the GSU officers whose colleagues were also shot at with arrows lodged in their bodies. We froze for minutes because the situation was too volatile. Locals didn't want us behind GSU officers, as police also wanted to deal with the residents who were charged against them. That was Angata Barikoi. My other remarkable story in 2025 was the grand reception of the current Jubilee Deputy Party Leader, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, in Kisii to officially declare his presidential candidature after his resignation from World Bank. The event was on 3rd May 2025. Take a listen. Leaders struggled to address the swelling crowd at Kisii's capital roundabout. Initially, the meeting was scheduled to take place at Kisii's roundabout, commonly known as Capitol. Thousands flocked Kisii to a point crowd had to be relocated to the historic Gusii Stadium, which had initially been reserved for Shabana.
Tukae na imani, we are a country that is built on resilience. Hizi shida zote tuko nazo hapa, tushikane sisi wote. Siku hiyo ikifika tutavuka hiyo daraja.
Residents could not hide their joy. As the journey progresses, it still remains a wait-and-see situation.
We were struggling really to manage the crowds and put the message out there. Nyansiongo was exceptional. And then when we got to Keumbu, the people had come from across Nyaribari into Keumbu market. After that, by the time we were getting into Kisii town, that is when Governor Simbarati joined us, it was such a huge crowd.
My third memorable story I did in 2025, among many others, was the mysterious disease in South Mugirango in Amarondo village.
Oakland, more than 100 plus people wako chini. Our family unapata wako chini, hakuna mwenye anawasaidia like wao waambia. Lakini surely it's very bad.
About 200 meters from this homestead, we meet yet another family struggling with their loved ones who are experiencing similar symptoms. This was a story I was informed by yet another local who suspected unusual disease. I quickly informed my boss Pamela Sigi, who didn't hesitate to give me a green light, and I camped at Amarondo village for a whole week. To a point, it caught attention of two levels of government.
From my personal view, the situation was grave.
Thanks to Chrispine and Citizen TV for bringing this to our attention, and we worked in a very collaborated manner with the Citizen TV in educating and creating awareness among the members of the public, and that is how we were able to wipe out the spread of this particular disease.
Several months after we highlighted the story, I went to meet some of the residents who contracted the disease.
Ilikuwa inasikia kichwa, tumbo na mwili yote na kutafika unatafika hata kuhara tulikuwa tunahara.
Indeed, it was a year laced with both bad and good happenings. However, as we get to 2026, we hope the year will be much better compared to 2025. Chrispine Otieno for Citizen TV, Kisii County.
Chrispine Otieno's account of his year, and what an incredible narration of what he encountered out there.